Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see how we can speed up a search in a long list of data using two approximate VLookups. So let's get started. To know how that can be done, before that, let's have a look at how exact match and approximate match would work in a to search a value in a list of data which is arranged in an ascending order. So let's say this is the list of data or a table in which we are going to look up. Let's say we want to search for the value 23. So our lookup value is 23. Now how exact match would work is it will start from the first number and one by one it will check each number until it finds the number 23. So it will take how many iterations? It will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 iterations to search 23. Now let's have a look at how approximate match works. Approximate match doesn't look at the numbers one by one. It employs binary search. And how does binary search work is it will divide this entire list into two parts and find out the middle value, which in this case is 9. Now it will compare 23 to 9 and it will find that 23 is greater than 9. So in that case, it doesn't need to look at any of the numbers in this half of the table, which is the first half, lower half, because all numbers here are less than 9 and our number is greater than 9. So the next interval in which it will look is this interval, which is to the right of 9. And it will again divide into two half and find the middle value, which is 18 in this case. It will compare 23 to 18. Again, 23 is greater than 18, so it will not look in this half. It will look in this half. Again, it will find the middle value. It is 23. And in this case, it will find 23 equal to 23 and fetch the value 23. Right? So how many iterations it has taken? Only 1, 2, and 3. In 3 iterations, it has found. So compared to 8, 3 is quite lower number, and when the list becomes really huge, we we achieve a significant improvement in performance when doing approximate match. But 23 was in this table, that so approximate match was returning us the correct value, which is 23. We have seen earlier that if the number is not found in the list, the exact match will return error. So let's say the number was 22. In this case, exact match will not find 22 and return the error message NA, but approximate match will return one value. So what that value will be, as we had discussed in our earlier videos, it will keep searching 22 until it finds a value bigger than this 23, and then it will return the next largest value, which is lower than this number, which is 18. So we'll get 18 in this case. And how it will find 18? Again, it will utilize the binary search. So it will divide it first in this two halves. It will find 22 is greater than 9. It will search in this half again. It will find that 22 is greater than 18 as well. Then it will search in this half. It will find that 22 is less than 23. So uh, now there is only one number which it can be compared again. So it will find that 22 is not equal to 18, and it will fetch us the 18 value, okay, which is less than 22. Okay, so what we can do is, in cases where the number is not found, rather than fetching any random value, we can display a text like missing or not found, and when it finds the value, we can fetch the actual value. So now let's have a look at an example. This is a table which has a long list of order IDs and corresponding bill amounts. Now let's say I had an order ID and I want to search for the bill amount corresponding to the order ID. So first of all, I'll arrange this in ascending order. Okay, that's done. Now let's say I want to search at search a bill amount for this number, which is at the lower end of the list. Yeah. 63562, correct. So I can fetch it using exact match simply 2 0. It will return me the value 88223. Uh, Now we can also do this using approximate match, two approximate matches, and we can do it faster. How? So what we can do is, as we have seen, if approximate match doesn't find this, it will still return some value, but we don't want to see any value. We want to see if this is found in this table, in this list. We want to see the corresponding bill amount. If it doesn't find this, we want to see a message like missing or not found. Okay, so how we can do that? What we can do is we can apply an if function, and within that if we can apply a VLookup. So let's say I employ the approximate match, okay, using this order ID, this list, bill amount, and one for approximate match. Now if this order ID was not there, how would I know that? I would compare the output of this VLookup with this order ID itself, right? It will tell me whether it has found this order ID or not. Okay, in this case, since we are first checking order ID in this list, we would want to fetch the first column, right? And then compare it to the actual order ID. Now, if these two are equal, this order ID is equal to the value found in this column, then what we say is we want to fetch the bill amount. So now I'll write the actual VLookup formula for fetching the bill amount. Bill amount is second column. See, earlier we had mentioned first column because we were fetching the order ID. Now we are fetching the bill amount and approximate match. So, and if this is not equal to this, the if condition says if the first condition is true, then fetch this value. If it is false, then fetch the second value, which we want to show as missing. Okay. Okay, some mistake. Okay, it should be double quotes here as well. So we fetch the same value, right? How did this work? Okay, so for what we have done is first we have checked that whether this order ID exists in this column or not. That's why you see we have used the column number as 1, and when it has found something, because approximate match can fetch any value if it doesn't find the value as well. So what we have done is we have compared the output of VLookup with this order ID. If these are equal, then we are displaying the amount, okay, for the corresponding order ID using the column number 2. If this is not equal to this order ID, then we display missing. Okay, so this is how it is working. And if I enter some random order ID here, then it shows me the missing. Now looking at this, it seems both these formulas for the exact and approximate match are fetching the same value, but exact match is checking the value one by one, and it till it reaches the lower end where it finds this value, right? And it has taken so many iterations. However, as I have shown in this example, the approximate match has taken a very few number of iterations. It would have divided this list into two half, then compared the middle value with this value, and then completely discarded one half and then looked into the other half of the interval. So this must have taken a very less number of iterations as compared to the exact match. So this is how we can speed up the search in a long list utilizing two VLookups with approximate match. I hope you find this video useful. Uh, Thanks for watching.